All right, let's see here. Gotta turn this down. Big ol' hello to anyone who's hanging in here. I see we've got a couple of lurkers here hanging. Hope you're doing fine. Let's fix this focus here so you guys can actually see what's going on. Get some exposure modded here. There we go. So, I'm going to be doing a co-stream with a couple of friends today. I think I'm going to just work on this Praetorian from Protoss Games while I'm waiting for them. And then I'm going to either shift on to this Rocket Pig Games Guo, or I'm going to work on... Ooh, don't break anything. The Iron Rider from... RTLW, because they are some great guys. I was considering working on this really cool bust of Mando and Grogu, but the lighting is not favorable for me right now to work on it, and I don't really want to mess it up. So I've got this here for anyone who wants to see it, but I don't think I can work on it today. Just because I don't want to... I want it to look good in the daylight. Hey, Warlock, how you doing? I hope you're doing great. Another more cooperative time for me to be starting stream for you. Let's see here. Let's see. And... hey, we're at it again. Everyone, It's mellow stream, infinitely better than watching a Paris Hilton documentary. Is that what you were watching? Ugh. It's stream time, and we will be co-streaming with not only one person today, but two. Drama? Did I say drama? Oh, I was saying that the lighting wasn't going to work very well for me to work on my Mando bust, because I wanted to look good at daylight. I don't remember saying drama. It's possible I did though. We'll be co-streaming with Jenny Joyo and Craft and Canvas. Oh, yeah, TSR. So they're trying to do a lawsuit against Wizards of the Coast. I don't know all the details. I just saw my phone was like, hey, you follow Luke Gygax. You probably want to know about this. And I'm just like, oh man, I didn't want to know about this. TSR is the company that Gary Gygax Sr. originally created. But they then got acquired by Wizards of the Coast. One company ended up buying the trademark of TSR from Wizards of the Coast, and then he forgot to renew it, and this other guy swooped in and stole it. And there's ever since just been nightmare upon nightmare of like drama. There we go. I need to go. Oh my gosh, what's going on? Oh, okay. So I see Jenny is messaging. Dope. No worries. I'm just starting early to warm up. Just wanted to communicate ahead of time. All right. My brain is slow. Streamlabs. No, not that. I just want to go to my Streamlabs. Because I need to update my co-stream thing. Yeah, slow brain. Team slow brain. I was having a conversation yesterday, and I don't know if you were there for it, but I was like, oh my gosh, am I a thembo? Like, I'm not a himbo. I'm definitely not jockey or sporty. And I was like, I wonder what the definition of a thembo would be. Like, a thembo, yeah. Let's see here, Cloudbot. And if that's not a word that people coin, I'm coining it. I'm calling myself a thembo. I need not mod tools, commands, multi-stream. Okay, and it's enabled. Yeah, I like it. Okay, so I'm gonna replace Valley there with Craft. Oh my gosh, what is Craft's Twitch? Craft. Okay, she does it just one word. Okay. Boop. Like thembo. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, so I've just updated that in here. So if I go ! multi-stream. Cool. Okay. And then if I pull up, I should probably grab my iPad. Give me one sec here. Hi, Zelda, don't scream at me. Hi, baby. Oh, jeez. Okay, cool. So, I'm here. Yeah, Zelda, be nice. Well, because she screams at me whenever I walk by. Right now, she's just glaring at me. Okay, so if I go to, on my iPad... Oh, come on. www.multitwitch.tv? Yeah, TV/Milo Minis/ Jenny Joy O / craft and canvas. Will my iPad support it? Oh, heck yeah, it does. Cool. Okay. Because my thing was like, my computer has been like, hey, don't run too many things at a time, and like sometimes that like includes like Chrome. It's like, hey, I don't like what you're doing right now. I'm like, oh no, please, won't you work? I need to stop streaming on my laptop. All right, so yeah, I just want to like touch this up so that it looks really nice. I'm happy with how the mini looks, but I want the base to look good too. Come on. Here we go. Okay. So we got this. Gonna do takeout food today, which makes me happy. Gonna have some, we're thinking some bubble tea with some Taiwanese food. Oh, it is? Okay, tell me what the definition of Thembo is. I want to know if I should keep using it. Otherwise, I might be like, oh, I don't know if I like that. Okay. I have too many things going on in this workspace at once. A non-binary person that falls under the himbo/bimbo definition. Danny is such a himbo person too. Are you dumb? They're non-binary. They're a thembo. Oh my gosh, it's so funny. That's super funny. I like that there's the correction. It's like, you're dumb. Okay, so we're gonna just take this here, and I'm gonna just do a quick test on the side. Is this bright enough? Kinda. Auto mod is problem. Yeah, it specifically it has problem with Bimbo, because Bimbo has been used as an insult for so long, right? And they're probably just wanting to make sure that you know, because I don't know, from how I understand it, it feels like people are trying to like reclaim it. It's like no, like it's not a problem like to be, you know, empty-headed a little bit, like, because everyone has their own. The way I look at it is everyone has their own strengths and weaknesses, and like not everyone's going to be like an academic genius. Oh, I should probably turn on the timer for multi-stream. So give me a sec. I'm going to do that in just a second here. Okay, I think I already have this as like that, so I think I have to go with a lighter metallic color anyways. This one looks nice. Does this one not have a shaker in it? Oh, I guess it doesn't have an agitator in it. Okay. Let's see here. I see that. Timer. Multi-stream. Auto. Do. Jenny Joyo. And craft and canvas. I'm going to be the lowest energy person in this multi-stream, but I'm totally for it. Okay, so if we go like this and we're like, hey, are you noticeably brighter? And the answer's no. Dang it. Okay. Gonna switch again. Okay, this is like the brightest metal that second brightest metal that I have. And I don't really like using this one unless I have to, so I think maybe I'll just do this on edges, because this one can be very overwhelming super fast. So let's see here. Let's try to make sure that you guys get like a nice crisp image. So we're just going to go in here. I'm going to go to the focus, and we're going to be like, yeah, there you go. So you get to see the good stuff. So we go here. And we're just going to go like real bright on these parts. So you can see that one's much more reflective. Can I say that it's much more? I don't know. I don't know if I'm seeing a difference. Hecking. Oh no, yeah, there's a total difference. There's a difference. So how was work today? I don't know what else to talk about. I'm just glad that I'm not working today. Ho 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 ho. But I do think, oh no, do I have a weekend shift this week? Boring. Oh no, shoot. Give me a second. Ah. F. No. Tell me I don't have a shift. Tell me I don't have a shift. Because I'm supposed to go take Zelda out to the vet tomorrow. Oh, it's next week. Oh, thank God. Oh, my God. I was panicking. Oh. Yeah, because this weekend's, like, busy. And I've got to, like, take Zelda to the vet and get her allergy stuff, and like luckily that's in the morning, but like I was also going to go and like try and do 3D printing again tomorrow and like go over to my brother-in-law's, but as is, Zelda going to simply having to be at the vet might get in the way of that, which is like, you know, that's fine, and everything's fine. But yeah. Boring. I had a formation in the morning and had to do annual auto evaluation. Oh god, auto evaluation is so... I just don't see the point. Why are we evaluating ourselves? Like, isn't our boss's job like to do that for us? Okay, you know what? I think I have so much gunk on this that I think I have to actually go clean this off. Give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna go and just like clear off this this palette, because as you can see, there's like no plastic that's like visible. So this is gonna be a pain in the butt for me, but I think it's actually impacting the metal paint. Because I think what's happening is that it's going over dried ink, and the dried ink is rehydrating. I've noticed my inks have very weird impacts or like reactions to ink. So we will be right back. I'm back. And hopefully I'm not going to get in trouble with Nintendo or Studio Ghibli. Because it's been a while since I've heard these songs on my playlist, and I'm hoping I'm using the right playlist. Alright. Saved! Yeah, alright. Sorry about that there. I've had like a whole half hour of this stream doing basically nothing. But look how much cleaner my palette is. It's so white that I have to keep it off the screen now. Because I'm wanting to do this dude here. Okay, so as soon as I get my gloves on. Relaxing nothingness. Oh my god. Preach. I love just nothing. Good old chillness. Alright, so I've got that. So if I go here and is this like better? Yeah, it's not bad. It's definitely not bad. It was entertaining having my uncle on stream yesterday. Let's see here. Let's see. Boop. If we do that. I'm just getting to talk with him. I haven't spoken with him for a little bit. It's nice. He's a very cool guy. Does not know that I'm non-binary. Cool guy, but I know that would be a bit of a conversation to have. It's always hard having that conversation with family. Yeah. Especially countryside family. I know, like, my brothers have tuned into my stream a couple times, and I'm sure they have their own things and ideas. They've never talked to me about it, but I'm pretty confident that they're aware. Yeah. No. I noticed that, like, no one was really, like, saying anything on that. And that's okay. I mean, you know, if they find out, they find out, whatever. It's just a conversation I'm not ready to have with them. Just my family in general. Although I'm pretty sure my mom would be pretty, like, open-minded. I mean, she'd probably think it's dumb, but she probably wouldn't tell me that. Not using those words, at least. She'd be like, "What do you mean?" And I'd be like, "Well, I don't really identify as being a guy. I mean, you asked me once before if, like my mom was like very, very open, like asked me like when I was like going through depression. She's like, "Are you gay?" And I'm like, "I'm not gay." She's like, I don't care if you're gay," and I'm like, "I'm not gay." Like I had to just like, no, I'm not gay. Like I appreciate you asking, but like that's not what I am. A lot of people back in my hometown, that was the first thing that they jumped to, like, "Are you gay?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not. Why?" No one was like accusational though when they asked it. They're just like, "Is this like what's going on?" So I'm grateful that I have a family that's like, you know, pretty forward thinking with that. We had a virtual cocktail night. Ooh, I remember you were talking about that once before. One of your coworkers had her daughter on air with us, and Harry Potter came up in discussion. We had a good conversation about JK and their problematic views. The kid was 10, and super open and interested. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I mean, kids usually, like, they don't start developing weird thoughts about, like, sexual orientation or, you know, transgender or, like, gender identities until, like, adults start being weird. Being more educated about LGBTQ thing. Yeah, exactly, right? My one buddy, one of my best friends, his... I don't know if she still identifies as daughter, but she opened up about being non-binary as well, and goes by the pronouns they, them. And so, you know, I was like, okay, cool. Like, that is now your pronouns. That is what I will know you as, and I've tried to be like, you know, because I think my best friend, their stepdad isn't as used to like different pronouns, so I've been trying to help keep him on top of it. I think, like, once you've gotten adjusted to the idea, it's a lot easier. But some people just have a struggle with it, and not out of not wanting to or not believing or any of that. Just it's just adapting, right? Just kind of my biggest reason for, yeah, matter of factual, right? Like, oh Jesus. Okay, I have to, like, put this back here because then I'm not gonna move it as much. God, I hope I don't give anyone who's it, motion sickness on my streams, because I bump this camera all the time. I'm pretty sure this is a certain apparatus used for smoking that I keep hearing in this song. And I'm, like, drifting all over the place. No one gets to see what I'm painting. It's a surprise. No one gets to know. Puked on my keyboard 3 times since logged in. Thank you. No, don't say that. And also, how did you puke 3 times? What's left in there after the second puke? Or is it just gagging? Ugh. That is the absolute worst. Just the dry gag. Ugh. I've only been sick enough where that happens a couple of times. It is not fun. Rainbows come out. You're magical. And sick verses. Like rhymes. That's dope. Okay. So we've got this going on here. It's looking real cool. I'm liking it. I think the base, let's see here, we have to go like this. I think this base is looking a lot more interesting now. I'm gonna have to, like, move this light because this is needing to get, like, more closer or whatnot. Whenever I listen to this music, from this artist. 97 special or special 97, I can't remember. I always think that it's very, like, it always just makes me think of Studio Ghibli. Even though, like, I think he's only got 1 or 2 tracks in there that is, like, from Ghibli. I shall be known as the Rainbow Puke Rapper. Ugh. Worst bard ever. Cutting words is just sickening and does acid damage. Cutting words. Call it sick verses. Ugh. Spew them all over your confidence. Oh, no. Ew. Let's go with rain marks. I like the idea of some rain marks on this here. Ugh. Look at that. Isn't that like... Ugh. Get in there. You can see there's like a sedative? Not sedative. There we go. Now the whole thing's right. Except it's like all shaky and bubbly now, and that's not what I want. Luckily the bubbles work, so we can just be like, yeah, there's like stuff. How does this dry? Does this dry like clear? And this looks like this was like a door hull, so maybe this is like, it's like droplets and stains that go down it. Cool beholder name. Which would be a cool beholder name? Rainmarks? Dry as clear? Cunning words? I don't know what the cool beholder name is. I missed it. Silt? Yeah. I'm just gonna keep guessing words. And now I got streaking grime. I'm just looking for a cool beholder name. Oh! Let's see here. Cool beholder name. Maybe like, are you wanting like it to be very just like alien sounding, or do you want it to sound like cool, like Victorious or Victorious, or like are you wanting it to sound more masculine, more feminine, gender neutral? I like something that begins with a V, like Vivitus. Yeah, something like that. So far you've had Poop. Oh no, are you like dead? I'm gonna charge that. For these extra long streams, I have to switch my headphones like back and forth. Okay, is this the one that I tried doing the gloss varnish on? Maybe. Maybe not. I do like the idea of getting him to be just a little more highlighted before I do that. But I don't want to do a bad highlight, and I don't remember what color I used. Robert, Kevin, Bobby, Tentacled, and Bilby. Ooh, I like Bilby. Thanks, IG, for A quality name submissions. You could also go something like... a name that I've been liking a lot lately is Octavius. But I think that's because I've been reading Spider-Man comics. Full disclosure there. Okay, I need to find a way to put my brushes somewhere and be able to still access my water. So, as I like being hydrated. Ooh, yeah, you know what? Let's go with this. Here, you can be that. And then we're just gonna go over here. Oh, there we go. There we go. Look at that. Now that's looking very glossy, but for xenomorphs, not a bad thing. I could also like pull up, if you want, my my book of demons. I have a literal encyclopedia of demons and demonology. And while obviously they're demons, there's going to be something that's going to be like, oh, well, that just sounds cool. And there's things in there that arguably are not demons, but you know. Let's use the best name generator ever. IKEA. What was it? There was somebody who was saying something is just like IKEA furniture. Which I'm pretty sure is just like... What is it? Finnish? Swedish? There's one thing I was looking at in IKEA, and I'm like, this did not translate well into English. Can't remember what it was. But it sounded naughty. Hello, Alin! How are you today? Since I last saw you only... earlier this morning. just touching up my Alien Praetorian. Which, by the way, should I send you my address? For the Queenie? Uptime! Yeah. Oh, and speaking of, I should ask you, did you get your robots that I sent you? And have you gotten your other things? Your other aliens? Alien friends? I haven't really been looking and logging in and checking. So my apologies. Or still no packages yet. I have no idea how late it is. I have no idea what day it is. That's valid. I feel like that sometimes too. Bed, clothes on, it's dark. Very valid. That's kind of how I've been existing lately. Mostly just in the dark. Okay, so I'm looking at this a little too glossy. Yeah, too glossy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some glass varnish. I'm going to mix it with matte varnish. And I'm going to get a more satin look. Meetings in the morning. And you will sleep. Yeah. Oh, you're going to sleep through the meetings? Well, that's not... You don't want to do that. You get in trouble that way. Okay, so just going to mix that in. Mix it nice and thoroughly. So I just want a satin. I don't want this glossy. This is too glossy. So let's go with this. There we go. That's a bit better. Oh, that's way better. There we go. That really tones that down. Otherwise, it looks like it just came out of the water. Which is like a cool look, but not the look I'm looking for this one. You got the Alien Queen, and got the OTS. No tiny ones, though. I'm glad you got the Queenie. I just really couldn't sleep. Bad day. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Stayed up watching Buffy. Ooh. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Scared of painting Queen. How? What's got you scared about it? I mean, I did mine with like a lot of like layers, but I mean, I think honestly you could probably get away with dry brushing them. It's definitely a dry brushable mini. Oh, you had an albino queen idea. Ooh, that's cool. I mean, so like for mine, I went with like the blue. So I started off with a really, really dark blue. And then kind of built it up from there. I should probably... Yeah, the blue's a classic, right? You know, let's try doing this little varnish I've got going on this Queenie. I don't think a varnisher. Ooh, ooh, giving her this. Oh my gosh, this makes it look so much better. I don't know if you can see how the dark gets darker. I mean, like if you like read like the Alien comics and stuff, there's no like one color an alien has to be, right? Like there have been, you know, different variations and stuff. Like some alien drones end up being green, some of them end up being blue, some are black, some are brown. We see that in the films. Some of them are brown instead of blue. You know, and they would be like both be like warriors or whatnot. So I like that. I like this gloss. Well, not a full gloss. This is a homemade satin varnish. I had to do a little bit of gloss and a little bit of matte. Actually, way more matte than I did to gloss. This is actually making me a lot happier with it. Your alien arrives. You do the albino, not the what? When my packages with all your challenge arrives, your alien arrives. You do the albino, not the resin. My type makes no sense of late. Yeah, I think you're half asleep. It looks like you're a little sleepy. That is okay. It's late for you. I know that this is much later than my stream usually is. Oh, I can do that. I could do that. That could totally be cool. There was in one of the Alien video games like an ancient queen, and she was like this bone white. It was really cool looking, and that was something I wanted to kind of do, is like a bone looking one. So you know what? I am totally happy to take that challenge. To the best of my ability. I've got a lot of really good off-whites, actually. That would be a really good use for some of them. Should I PM you my address? I don't know if you have my address. Mumbles to false sleep. No more typing. Okay. You have yourself a wonderful rest of the night, Lynch's. You know, I hope your meeting and stuff goes well tomorrow. I'm glad that you've found something to keep you nice and busy. It sounds like you're doing a lot better, which makes me really happy. You know, obviously no one wants people to be sad. I definitely feel a lot more at peace knowing members of the community are doing well. Silliest thing, you know, you wouldn't necessarily think it, but it there's definitely a peace knowing that people are doing good. occupies my head a lot more than I sometimes think it does. Oh, well, I'm glad to be here for you. You know, I might not always be reliable, but I do try to be here. And once I just don't have to take Zelda to the vet anymore, oh my gosh, maybe things will go back to normal. But I will be here early in the crack of dawn for you as well today. So I will see you later. Oh my gosh. Literally, I am shocked at just how much this varnish really improved this model. I'm going to go grab my big dragon after maybe I do this guy. So I've only got a little bit of this varnish left, but if I can get the head done, that's like, that's the big part, right? Gosh, my place is so dusty. Just collects dust. I've got so many air purifiers running all the time too. So I've got really bad like dust allergies. So like last night I had to like move the air purifier into my into our bedroom, and oh my gosh, I cannot remember the last time I slept so well. So usually I wake up and like, oh man, I am just like a fountain of like gross mucus. Just like but this morning, woke up, nostrils were clear. I was so happy. Drool drips resin UV. Yeah. Could definitely do that. I don't think I have any of like the little bottled UV stuff, but I do have the I mean, like I have UV resin here, but like it's not clear. There's the, what do you call it? I have water effects that could potentially work, and I would just have to keep dripping it. It would take a while. It would definitely take a while. But I think the UV resin would work a lot better because you can like apply it to like wax paper. You can do like a little long strip, and then I could like glue it on. And I do need to get that in my arsenal. It's something I need for my little supply collection. But, you know, one thing at a time. This guy's base needs to be made more exciting. I tried to do things like make it look like it was cement and that he was like cutting into it and stuff, because this guy's so big, right? And I was like, oh man, like I gotta try and make his base look as cool as he does. Fun fact about aliens, their drool, at least the drool that the drones release, actually is a resin. It's a bioresin. And that's how they make their structures and stuff, like their hives. And in the old comics, their hives was a combination of that resin and their exoskeletons. They are not of this world. This is true. Whoa, Tactical Tortoise TV with a rate of 16. How's it going, guys? Here, I'll give you some cool things to look at while I go and make a donation on your guys' behalf there. So that's going to be a little $8 donation to One Tree Planted. They are a reforestation organization. Hype, hype, hype. Let's see here. So charity. Oh, we got a Jenny Joyo joining the conversation. I'm good. Give me a second. Let me turn off the... Yeah, I've got some Raiders going on here. Give me a sec. I'm going to have to adjust my volume, go into this here, go and make sure that you... Because you're very quiet right now. I'll have to turn you up. Here, can you talk now?
I got a new microphone.
You got a new mic? Okay. Are you already streaming? Are you already online, Jenny?
I am, yeah.
You are? Okay. Give me a jiffy and a half here. I've got like so much clutter on my desk. How are you doing today?
I'm really good. My stream is making fun of me.
Your stream's making fun of you? How dare?
I mean, it's pretty normal though. I think it means they like me.
Oh, that's bad. That is not. I thought you were supposed to like teach your kids like, no, you stand up for yourself. Okay, so I'm gonna.
Here's how to fix it. 13 months. Oh my gosh.
Okay, I'm gonna go and put my iPad over here so I can see you now. I can see you on my iPad. I just need to find room. Oh my god, I've got so much clutter. No one can know the disaster that my real life is. Alright, let's see here.
I decided to do laundry today after work for the first time in like 3 weeks.
You know what?
Only because I have clothes left to wear.
Yeah, there's kind of that double-edged sword, right? Like you want to have enough like fancy clothes, but at the same time, like if you've got too much, like it can lead to some like not great habits. All right, so which I definitely experience. Usually, like I do laundry when I run out of like one thing. Like no more pants, time to do laundry. Let's see here.
Would it be a perfect world if everything was synced up? So like you had one shirt, one pair of socks.
Like just one of everything? Yeah.
Yeah, and it all ended at the same time.
I had, give me uno momento. What do you mean? Oh, because I need to put in my email address. Well, that would make sense. I had one customer when I was working retail back when, and he said that he only had 7 pairs of socks, so that he had to do his laundry every single week.
Oh my god.
And I was like,
yeah,
I mean, I get it, but also why?
Yeah. What if you decide to wear a second pair of socks then one day?
Yeah, or like, what if like your socks got like too wet because like the rain? Like, do you just like take them off and not wear socks for the rest of the day? Or, I mean, in my personal life, I hate socks. I will barefoot it as often as I can get away with, but.
Well, and that's the other thing. I don't think because like, I wear dresses, I wear skirts and shirts. Like, I have different, and everything's like mix and match too. So. No system like that would ever work for me.
That's valid. All right, so I'm going to start directing people to the co-stream because that's what we doing. And how? Oh my god! Okay, can we see your tank? I knew you were going to turbo dork the heck out of it. I knew it.
Totally. This thing is massive.
Yeah, $8 donation. So I'm just going to plug the charity there. So thank you, Tactical Tortoise TV, for rating in. So just a little bit of a talk about what I'm doing. I'm trying to raise money for One Tree Planted, who is a reforestation nonprofit organization. So they cooperate with or collaborate with other nonprofits around the world to distribute funds to areas that are in need of reforestation. So if you go to their website, you can make donations directly there. I have a Tiltify on a timer that my Nightbot is going to be saying like every 10 minutes or so. You can also just use !charity to make a donation. And if you go to their website, you can be like, hey, I want to plant trees in British Columbia, or I want to plant trees in Queensland, Australia. Like, you can specify where it is that you're wanting to do it, because they, like I said, they collaborate with loads of different places, and $1 plants one tree, and holy heck, the atmospherical environment that we are dealing with on a yearly basis is only getting worse every year. Oh my god. So, but if for whatever reason you don't believe in global warming, maybe you care about wildlife and animals, maybe you care about log cabins, you need trees for all of those things anyways. So it's a win-win-win-win. I have a great uncle who thinks that climate change is a conspiracy, and I have a hard time talking with him. So I had to plan that ahead of time. Like, when I first started this, I'm like, how do I convince like climate change deniers? Yeah, thanks for... Hello there, Watch Captain. Hello.
Cheers, Cephalopod Studio. I'm using your new paint. Well, I'm using a mix of your paint with other paint. Cephalopod Studios, I got some cuttlefish colors from him the other day. Oh my god.
I saw somebody on Instagram who is sponsored by Cuttlefish there. I've never seen their paints before. Tell me all about them.
They have some amazing paints. Like, one of them is called Kiss and Tell, and then another one is...
Oh my god. So they're a fun studio is what I'm hearing.
Yes, definitely. A lot of like really, and then like, so it's cuttlefish, so it's all like marine themed and stuff. So they've got a bunch of really nice blues and greens.
Ooh. I am always interested in new paints. I mean, it's so bad because like already like I'm an eclectic mess with my miniatures and like all my other hobbies that like I get really hyped about and then like I slowly die off of, and I'm like, can I really? Do I have the space for like an entire rack of paint? The answer is no. Already I have, I don't know. That's like 30, 60, 90, oh god. I already have well over 200 paints. So, but then I'm like, people are like, oh, have you heard of Coat d'Arms? And I'm like, no, don't tell me about them. And of course I go, oh.
Cheers, Chance 80, thank you so much for the gift subs.
Oh.
I really appreciate it.
Gift subbies.
Holy fucking shit. Sorry, Mela. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I see there's a whole bunch of gift subs that are going off at once.
Cheers, Sam. Thank you so much for the 10 gift subs. I really appreciate it. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm gonna no more cussing. No one's gonna trick me there.
It's all good. I'm super excited to do a co-stream with you and Craft at the same time.
Oh my god!
Because
I've never talked to Craft in person before.
So my anticipation is either A, I'm going to be the quietest person, or you two are going to jazz me right up. Because as it is, I'm usually, you've been to my streams. I'm usually pretty like low energy. But as is, just like when talking with you, like as you can see, like I get a little bit like just feed off the energy. I'm like, yeah, you know what, yeah. So I'm looking forward to it.
I love that.
Yeah, the first time that you and me did a co-stream, I was supposed to do one with Craft afterwards, and I don't know if I was just burnt out or if what was going on. I can't remember. I remember we had to cancel, but I don't remember why. But yeah. Oh my god. Okay, so did I get a chance to tell you about the sick-looking aliens? Thank you so much there, Watch Captain. I was actually just going to talk about the alien models that I have here. Did I tell you about how the Alien RPG session went?
No! Oh my god! Oh, that's right!
Yeah! Yeah.
Okay.
So I was painting like all of these different alien models for it. The game is so good. So after the first session, like, because I told you about how there's a stress mechanic, right? Like, and your character builds up stress, and it either helps or hinders them. And like, they roll an extra dice for every point of stress they have, but if they get too stressed, like, and any of those new dice that they have that they roll a 1 on, their character starts risking like panicking. And all of the players like that, like there's a thing where they can push rolls, and thank you for the follow there. They can push rolls to re-roll any of the dice that they want. They can keep certain successes that they already have if they need like more than 1, but it adds a point of stress. And so a little bit of stress, okay. But if they get like 10 points of stress and they're like rolling like 20 dice or like 15 dice, they're gonna start rolling 1s, and like their characters are just gonna start panicking and screaming and freezing in action. And the players themselves obviously start getting stressed too and like panicking. And I'm like, yes, oh my god, you're experiencing what your character is.
Oh my goodness.
So as a
Brandon, cheers. Apparently get cheers. Thank you so much for the sub.
Yeah, so like as a GM, it definitely starts like adding to like the little bit of the cynicism that comes with being a GM. Is like, I'm going to make you feel just a little bit of fear, not too much, but definitely enough to get a reaction out of you. And like,
that's crazy.
it was really good. So they had a fight against this little tiny alien, and I mean, like, tiny, it's still like full adult size. Like, it's like, you know, they were really struggling to be able to like kill it, and they only had 1 other combat. But like when fighting this, like one player tried to shoot another player in the legs to like stall for time, so that the person, like, yeah, because the game encourages them to kind of betray each other, because it rewards them with experience points for screwing over their enemy. So everyone has like 1 buddy and one friend and 1 rival, and it's just it's so good. It's so good. But
That's crazy.
yeah, so when they were going against this huge one, they were trying to get into a spaceship that it was hiding underneath, and so they had to try and like get it out and then sneak past it. So they had like 1 person in the vents like trying to shoot at it to get its attention, to get it to come closer to them, and then the rest of the players tried sneaking by, but someone failed like on their stealth, trying to be quiet. So obviously it starts like charging at them, and then one of the classes is kid, like you know how in Aliens there was Newt.
Yes. Yep.
So the game like supports that, and they're like, yeah, do you want to be a kid? So I was like, okay, cool. And I was like, what's your secret objective? It was my partner, and she's like, I want to find my parents. I'm like, okay, cool, makes sense. It's a valid goal for a kid. So she ends up finding her parents, but when the alien like started charging at players, it was towards where she was, and I had the dad go on the other side so that like he could make sure that she would get out of this alive. So, and it just got dark, like it got real bleak. Mom didn't make it in the end, and she we'll say expired in front of the kid.
Oh my god. That's messed up.
It felt like watching an Alien film. Like, if you ever get the chance, please play it. I want to play it again as a GM. So like, if I start doing that, I'll let you know if you want to be a player.
Oh my god, yes. Yeah.
Like, absolute favorite.
Is it a one shot or does it go for a couple of sessions?
We did a short cinematic playthrough, so that's like 1-2 sessions. But you can do full campaigns on it. And like what it recommends is like if you're doing like a full campaign, you're probably doing like an action hero like Aliens, like it's like you and a bunch of colonial marines, maybe like a couple scientists or something like that, and like you guys are like, you know, running, gunning, and like trying to be like big bad heroes, which is awesome because I'm all about that. But yeah.
Really cool. Yeah. How fun. Oh my goodness.
How's your Call of Cthulhu game going? I dropped in for the one session. That's all I've really been able to do.
Oh, it's so good. I love it so much.
That's awesome.
Rim is amazing. He's been DMing since he was a teenager.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Experienced DM. Got it.
Yeah, so experienced. And then, you know, just gives us enough. I feel like he gives us enough, like, leeway to flounder.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
He doesn't direct us very much.
Oh, really? Nice.
There has been a couple of times, definitely during the prelude, because we were in Peru for the prelude, and now we're in New York. Like the main story has just started. There was a couple times he's like, "As your DM, you need to stop doing this."
I've had to say that once or twice before. Like, I've had players like just hitting their head against the wall. They're like, "How do we get through this?" I'm like, as your dungeon master, I am telling you that you cannot go through that entrance. Like, I have sealed it, welded it shut. I don't understand why you're trying to like keep forcing open the welded shut thing. It's not going to work. And then they just keep trying, and I'm like, you know what? That's okay. It wasn't my regular group, in fairness. And then afterwards, they're like, you should have let us. And I'm like, okay. I didn't let you because it bypasses, like, the rest of the game. So I'm just, like, when I run this for players again, I'm just not going to let those manholes exist. Like, that's what my takeaway is.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, like, if you give players the idea that an entrance used to be there, or like there used to be a path, they will try till the end of time to try and like use that path.
Really?
That is what my takeaway has been.
You're supposed to do.
Yeah, well, and like I told them, like, you go through the entrance to the cave. Like, go through the cave. That is the thing that. No, fine, okay, sure. Yeah. That's okay.
Love it.
I don't know if you've watched. Go on.
Zim in chat said he started his first D&D campaign a couple weeks ago,
Ooh.
and the DM was like, "Yeah, cool. There's a pure death back there, but go ahead."
Oh, they just told them. I like that. I respect that. Yeah.
A player's job is to derail the DM's plans. Okay, I don't think so.
The players will always derail the DM's plan. It's better. I think so. So the way that I was preparing for the Aliens game, I just made sure I knew where everything was. Like, I had a really detailed map. And if the players, like, we're going to this place, I'm like, cool. That's going to make my improving a lot easier because I know I'm going to have to improv, especially with this group. And I'm just going to know what's there. Like, that's all I needed to know. I knew where the health packs were. I knew where, like, the med bay was. And if, you know, they're like, what do we do next? I'm like, well, there's a med bay over on this floor. And that's kind of like a gentle way of saying, you should probably go over there. I'm telling you where the thing that you want is. You know. Yeah, derailing. Yeah. It's totally a thing.
It's really fun. And I like, my investigator, she's got a ton of charm. Like, my charm is like at a 70 out of 100.
Is this
And then,
the same character that you were upset that because she was 40 that she was less charming?
yes, yeah, but she's less attractive.
Oh,
Because
less attractive. That's what it
it's so
was.
dumb. Like, in my personal life, it's only gotten better.
I mean, I was gonna say like there's a certain word that specifically describes older, attractive.
Oh my god.
So clearly the game's just out of date or never heard of it.
Right?
Oh my god. Actually, now I'm thinking about it, there's
But
more than one.
Well, it's so much fun because there's 4 players.
Yeah.
3 of us are girls, and then there's 1 guy.
Yeah.
But there's 2 girl characters and 2 boy characters.
Okay, cool.
And so it's really, really fun. And one of the the girl playing a boy character, her real name is Andrew. Her real name is Andy. Her character's name is Andrew.
Okay, yeah.
And he is a flyer in the Air Force, the British Air Force.
Okay.
And he has a crush on Amelia Earhart,
Oh, that's
who
awesome.
happens to be from the same town, from Boston, where my character's from. And so we had a 2-year break. So I was like, oh my god, Andrew, you'll never believe who I ran into. Amelia. And so then Andy starts blushing and starts like being like real like bashful. It was
That's
so
super cute. I like that.
so cute. So I really had a good time. And all that. So I'm like still relatively new to RPGs.
Yeah.
I've only been playing this year, but the other 3 players are so experienced. They've been playing for years, and so it's just like it's really neat to be in a group of like super experienced people.
Yeah, because they can kind of help guide newer players, and not even like telling them what to do, just in the sense of like how they handle situations or like actions. Like, yeah,
Yes.
there's a lot of learning that happens just by observing, right?
Yeah, and like so one of them, like 3 of them, all of them have accents and they have different voices for the characters.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my god,
I can do that.
okay, like,
Yeah, and it's so much
let me
easier
play
and more
around with
fun.
that for a little bit.
Yeah. So for the Aliens game, I had 2 players that haven't played with our group before, and they were hard like into like doing voices and accents and stuff like that. And I was super open to that because that made the rest of my party feel, or my players feel a lot more comfortable doing that, right? Like if you have people who do that, it just becomes a lot easier for others to partake, because it can be a little like it's understandable to be bashful about it, right? It's like you want me to act a little silly, and I'm like, yes I do. You will have more fun if you're
my
a little
God.
silly.
Grimforge just said in chat that our player versus player banter is amazing.
Oh, that's awesome.
Aw, that's so sweet. Well, then the two boys and the 2 boy characters don't like each other.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because one of them is like very admittedly very kind of annoying and pesky.
Okay.
And the pilot's like just kind of like Joe Cool, like, and so last game the pilot started just like teasing and bothering the other character like
Nice.
crazy, and it ended up giving him a phobia, like a fear of birds, because
What?
he kept like messing with him. It was like,
Oh my god.
it was so ridiculous, and so now we have to deal with his freaking bird phobia.
That's
Oh my.
funny. One of the things I really enjoyed about like with the Aliens RPG that like other RPGs haven't really given as much of a power into the GM with was the stress mechanic. So if they're role playing and a scenario happens, or like one player's like talking about something and it's just like, obviously it would probably bother or like someone else, it was like, yeah, you get a point of stress. Just, yeah, you get, just like, I can just dole them out for any situation that I deem would be stressful enough. And that was kind of fun, right? Because again, it was just like, okay, cool. So this is going to work out well for me later when they're playing, because it's going to add, like, naturally add more. What's the word? Like more tension and suspense in like a combat situation, or like when they need to like jury rig a door to open. God, it's just such a good game. And in combat, if you're shooting a gun and you roll a 1 on one of the stress die, it is the only situation in which you don't fail. Instead, you empty your clip. So players don't have to keep track of their ammo. They have to keep track of how many clips they have. Because the idea is that you will always have, under normal circumstances, you should have more than enough ammo. Because, sci-fi. Like, who says that your gun doesn't have, like, 100 bullets in it? But, like, if you're panicking, just kind of like in Aliens, like, just shooting blindly into the dark. Just, so it lets the players have that, and then they have to spend a whole action in the next combat to reload their gun if they want to use it again, which adds more tension. And I'm just like, it's so beautifully designed.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
So you played in person, right?
Yes, it was our first in-person game in forever. Have you played Another Glorious Day in the Corpse yet? No, I do have the different modules for the game, though. Captain Gingerbeard. So we have the Colonial Marines supplement, and then we have Wrecker of Worlds box set, and the starting box set. So we haven't gotten a chance to play any of the official stuff. I just homebrewed things because I'm a homebrew monster. My background is actually in game design. It's what I went to school for. So whenever I have the opportunity to do like just a total, let's see where we can take this. I usually ignore like written adventures, but I'm willing to give them a read because I usually will take inspiration from them. I have a really hard time actually following written adventures because I don't necessarily know or understand the whole thing. And so if I'm the one who came up with it, then it's a lot easier for me to improv a situation that might have been unexpected.
Right, yeah.
So, but yeah. So how many RPGs you got under your belt now, Jenny? So you've got Dungeons & Dragons, Call of Cthulhu, Honey Heist. You, like, jumped in hard.
Well, we're doing our family D&D game, and we're actually going to pick it back up this weekend.
Is there a chainsaw outside?
But it's really it's almost just a dungeon crawler. We just like to...
Sorry,
I don't know.
no one can hear...
Casual.
No one can hear the... I think that's a chainsaw.
What?
Well, I don't understand. I'm 17 floors in the air, but it sounds like there's a chainsaw. Like, is Jason out on the pier? I don't understand.
What?
I'm very confused. I do live next to a construction site, but I don't understand why there would be a chainsaw. Hey, Valley Dweller. How's it going?
Hi, Evie Catcher. How are you?
Okay, so Warlock's Quill can hear the chainsaw. Maybe it's a leaf blower?
He's the one with the chainsaw.
I'm going to tell myself it's a leaf blower, but there's no leaves out in the pier. I live right next to the river.
Oh, how nice.
I mean, it's okay when, like, there's not flooding, but, like, when there's flooding, it's like, hey, there's floating trees.
KFC, hi!
I thought someone was using a Dremel. No, this is outside of my apartment. I do not know what's going on. It's way too loud to be a Dremel. Oh, jeez. Yeah. Ooh, what's the dinner plan to do? Oh,
yeah.
what was that, Jenny?
So played the D&D with the family.
Yeah, yeah.
And then played a couple of one-shot Call of Cthulhu's with my husband's RPG group.
Oh, okay, okay.
And then Scott Roscoe ran a Dungeons and Doggos. And then Grimforge did the Call of Cthulhu one-shot for the Speed Paint Guild. And then I finally convinced him to just run one.
Oh, okay.
A weekly one for me.
So you got to play Dungeons and Doggies, eh?
Yes.
How did you like it?
It was really fun. I was kind of at a loss for what options I could do.
Yeah, yeah. Because that was kind of early on for you, right?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, yeah.
I was playing with Megapedia and her husband, and so they're super experienced. So I just kind of like followed what they were doing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I mean, for everyone's like kind of early on games, like that makes sense. Especially if like you're being told, like early on in your RPGing that you're a dog. I know I would be like, so what can I do?
I like playing Call of Cthulhu so much because I'm just like a human and I know how to do that.
Ah, yeah. Having to be able to relate.
I know how to do that.
Yeah.
But like for our home Dungeons and Dragons, I am a dwarf cleric and I just don't know anything about dwarfs or clerics, so it makes it a little hard.
I mean, like, unless like the GM usually says anything like otherwise, usually I was like, well, I mean, I'm a dwarf cleric, so I decide. Like, is that okay with you? Like, if you ask me what is life back home, and I say we ride cougars, like, can I have that authority to decide that canon? Like, you know, because if you have that conversation with your GM and they're cool with it, man, the game gets so much more wild.
That's crazy.
There was
What's up, Senjo83? How are you? Oh my god, that's really funny.
That's a good move, I think. Yeah, right, KFC. There was a RPG from this YouTube channel called Drawfee, and there's this one guy who's like playing an orc, and whenever people ask him stuff, he just improvs the wildest things. There's a section where they're talking about trains, and he's like, trains? Where? Up in the northern tribes, trains are the most dangerous of creatures. And like he's talking about like wild roaming trains and how they're unkillable, and that like, you know, even though there's like no tracks, he's like, wild trains don't need tracks in the northern wilds. He's got like this southern accent, and it's so good. Okay, what do I want to do next on this? I have no idea what to paint what on this mini. I'm at a loss on so many parts.
Oh my god, Shenjo, you're enjoying a family in Omaha. I'm in Omaha right now and waiting to go back home. Oh my gosh, well I hope you enjoy Omaha. It's supposed to snow tomorrow.
Ooh, snow. That's nice.
But it's going to be like 40 degrees, so...
all those 40 degrees fake degrees. is that 0 in Celsius?
32 is 0.
32 is 0. Okay, so that's like what? 2, 4? I don't know. Your guys' measurement for temperature makes no sense.
Usually I try to, on Mondays, I'll try to convert it to Celsius. But then whenever I just message the Canadians about how cold it is here, they just laugh at me.
I mean, that seems about right. I mean, I live in one of the warmest areas of Canada, which is a great disappointment to me because that means it never snows out here.
Really?
Almost never, because we have really warm ocean breezes. So like it snows about as often here as like, or even less often as like in San Francisco. But San Francisco has like cold breezes, and I don't know why they have such cold wind, because they also have ocean breezes, but I guess they're not the same ocean breezes. I don't know. I don't understand it. I am not on
So you're in,
Vancouver
like,
Island. I am in New Westminster. So I am just off of the bay. Come on,
is that up
Mello.
there somewhere?
The conversion is so simple. You just got to do 40 Fahrenheit minus 32 and then multiply that by 5/9. It's so obvious. See, I mean, I like Celsius because it's like, it's just water. It's based on what the changes in states in water is. So like 0 degrees is freezing temperatures, and then 100 degrees is boiling. And like, you know, human body is like, what is it, like 34, 36, somewhere around there. That's the only one that you actually have to memorize. And then, you know, it's like, cool. So if someone says it's like 10 degrees, it's like, well, that's probably pretty cold or chilly.
Ours just corresponds to just like 100 is really hot. Like 100 degrees Fahrenheit is really hot.
Okay.
And then the closer it is to, so 32 is freezing, and then it rarely in Omaha it rarely gets below like negative temperatures.
So
So
how do you remember 32 is freezing?
you just remember that 32 is freezing.
Oh no. Okay. And how hot is 100?
100 is hot.
But
it's
how
hotter here because it gets up to like 110. Like I think in Vegas, the hottest temperature I've ever seen in Vegas was like 115.
So it's just like a hot summer day hot, not like burn to the touch hot?
100 is like a hot day.
I'm so
A nice day,
confused.
like nice is like 70s and 80s. 70s and 80s is like, oh, the perfect weather. 60s, you need a hoodie. Yeah.
That's
Upper
so funny.
90s, ugh. So anything from like 32, because that's freezing, so anything 30, 40s, that's cold. Anything below freezing is cold. And then if you get below 0 and you get in the negatives, then you can like, you flex on people. Oh, it's -5 here.
I'm enjoying the razzing Captain Gingerbeard is giving me of saying how simple Fahrenheit is. I'm getting a good laugh out of it. Weather.
I don't know.
Celsius.
I
General
think that
temperature.
we have more options than just Celsius.
I mean, why would
I
we?
feel like there's more degrees in Fahrenheit than Celsius.
I mean,
There are, yeah.
there would be, because it's a weird temperature system.
Yeah,
I mean,
more finite.
there are. I know that there are certain temperatures within Fahrenheit that like are like 0.5 of a Celsius. So yeah, the number range is wider, but like, do you notice it? Like, are you capable of like feeling that difference?
Oh, what a good question.
Because like you can
Jenny, that was
feel the
the dumbest
difference
thing I've ever heard
of
you
like
say.
a 1 Celsius temperature difference.
No. If someone was like, hey, like I can feel if it's 80 degree, like if it's 88 degrees
Mhm.
as opposed to like 82 degrees. Yeah, so I could do 6 degrees. I could feel the difference between the 6 degrees.
Oh, okay.
Maybe 5.
Yeah, because like with Celsius, like if someone like changes it like from 16 to 17, like I can usually tell them like I'm a little bit warmer, or like I'll like it might just be like that point of like, okay, I'm sweating and uncomfortable now. So I mean, I don't know. I wonder what
Do
other.
you guys do,
Oh, sorry. Go on.
do you do real feel there?
What?
Real feel. So like
What's that?
It can be real feel is what it feels like.
Oh!
Chill.
Yeah. So like, yes, we do. So, which confuses the heck out of me because it makes me wonder what is the real. Because like, is that like on a dry day? Is that on a wet day? Is that on like with wind? Like, I don't understand. But yeah, we will have things that say like it's 10 degrees, but it feels like 15. I'm like, what do you mean?
Yes. I don't know why they just can't go with the real feel because that's the one that matters.
Well, like it because I will say, I saw the temperatures in San Francisco when I went to go there, and I'm like, okay, I know what those temperatures are, and I'm gonna dress for that. And like I had people like, you're gonna need like warmer jackets than that, and I'm like, what do you mean? It's only like 20 degrees. I'm like that's pretty warm. And they're like, no, not with the wind, it's not. And so they helped me out because otherwise I was like screwed. But yeah,
It's cold in San Francisco. I think it's because the air is so damp there, I think.
it's damp and like the wind is just so aggressive. Because then you've got like all those moisture particles. Then like, because like out in my hometown will get to 40 degrees Celsius, which I'm going to just rely on Captain Gingerbeard to do the conversions for me at this point for Fahrenheit. And so like 40 degrees is like hot. But when I go to Alberta where there's like no humidity whatsoever, 40 degrees is like so cozy. It's just like, it feels like a warm blanket. Which like I don't understand. I don't understand how I could go from like misery to like, yeah, this isn't so bad.
Oh, it's so funny. Anytime you talk to anybody about how hot it is in like Arizona and New Mexico, they're always like, yeah, but it's a dry heat. That's what they always say.
I don't feel like,
How do you live in like 110 degrees all the time? They're like, it's a dry heat, it's fine.
I can't like, it's so weird because like, first off, yeah, they're right, but B, like, why do you feel the need to invalidate every word that comes out of my mouth? Like when you're talking to the people like that, right? It's like, why can't you just like be like, oh man, you're totally right, that is really hot. Or like, I don't know, we live here, but just like, ugh, let me turn my nose up before I talk to you. What was that?
Why are you so crazy for living there? Like, it's a dry heat, it's fine. It's not that bad.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's not wrong, but it's just like, man. Ah, jeez.
Oh my god, I had the craziest dream.
Okay.
This reminds me of your Alien RPG.
Okay.
There I was, and so we had to, my family and I had to get out of the house and get on the spaceship because we needed to leave Earth immediately.
Oh, okay.
Like, this is just a normal day in my life at home, and then it was probably my husband who came home and said, we gotta go, we gotta get on the spaceship, we gotta go now, we gotta evacuate. We were like some of the few that are gonna get on the spaceship. And I was like, okay, cool. So then I decided, like, well, how am I gonna bring my pets? So I had to figure out what I was gonna do with Frodo and Ragnar. I needed to pack a bag for my son so that he would have clothes.
Yeah.
And then I needed to pack some clothes for myself because I definitely wanted more than one pair of underwear if I go to space. So
right now, totally right this very second. Except, hold on, let me get packed. Let me think thoroughly on all of this.
And I gave the Frodo's leash to my husband, and he goes with Frodo. And then I'm sitting at home like, should I just carry the cat? What should I do with the cat? And I'm like, I'll just put it in the cat carrier. Genius. And then for some reason, I then was riding with a work friend. Like, this guy from work, we were riding because we had to stop and do our taxes before we could get on the spaceship.
What?
That's when I woke up.
Aren't dreams just wild? Like, for me, the wildest one is like when you have like more than one dream at once, and it just like cut, and now you're in this totally other scene in a totally different setting in a totally different thing. Or other weird one is when you have a dream and there's a person and you know who that person is, but they look nothing like what they actually look like in real life. It's like, well, you were there, but it wasn't you. And it's like, what? It's like, oh, just trust me. Like, you ever get that? Like, that's the one that I'm just like, why, brain? Why are you like this?
Yeah, that's so weird. Well, then I was telling my son, I'm like, dreams are just your brain, like, running through all these, like, scenarios. So when that scenario actually happens to you in real life, you'll already have like a mental pathway of how to deal with it.
I
I'm like, so don't worry. Space evacuation, got it.
do my taxes. That's what I'm supposed to
Got
do. I was gonna say, I'm like, I don't think I want to follow those steps. Call me crazy, but I think that no.
I don't know. I'm just saying that's what I did before I went to space.
You know what? If it worked for you, that must be the. I'm totally in the wrong on here.
Oh, come on! Like you wouldn't have to pay before you left. Like.
Oh god. It's like, sorry, you didn't.
Feller, what is?
You didn't do your taxes right. You're not allowed on the ship. Did you get a chance to see my murder Skittles?
No.
Oh, I gotta go
What?
pull them up. It's what I call my Nurglings.
Oh my god.
They're all different
This is
colors.
gonna be good. Really?
Yeah, I wanted. So I don't know what it is, cause like here I'll show some examples, cause like the rest of like my Nurgle stuff is like pretty bleak looking. But I decided I wanted really colorful Nurglings because I was like, I don't know what color I want to do my Nurglings, and I feel like I'm copping out if I make them all green. So, like, first I'll just like show like this is like what my plague bearers look like pretty
Oh
typical,
my God.
right? Like it's just like, yeah, it's a plague bearer.
Yeah.
Nothing
I
exciting
like
there.
that shade of green though. That's nice.
Thank you. I painted them in a green that I don't remember, but I have it written down, and I did like dry brushing first, so like they look like this first, and then I go over top with contrast. Like I don't just go white and then contrast and call it done. But these are the Nurglings. Look at these little babies. I love them.
Oh, they're adorable.
Right?
Oh my God.
Most
a
of them.
blue guy.
Most of them totally are green, but like I've got like an orange one, I've got a yellow one, a purple one, a blue, a pink, and is that it? Yeah.
So cute.
Thank you for the follow there, Marcus. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with them. My partner loves Nurglings, and I just like tell her like the chaos of them. I'm just like, they're the murder Skittles, and she's like, yeah. And,
God. Be the Little Mermaid. Oh my God! Thank you so much for the follow. Cheers. Be the
yeah.
Little Mermaid. Okay, I'll do it.
Taste the rainbow. That's right, Valley. But yeah, when I was showing them to like my partner, I'm just like, I'm pretty sure like I'm imagining the scene. All the plague bearers are just coming, and they're just gonna kill me. Like I know they're gonna kill me, but for some reason I feel like the Nurglings are like hopping from one foot to the other, waving their hands, and the whole time they're going, "I'm coming for your bomb." Because like that's all I see here. Like I look at this and I'm like, I don't trust them, but I'm pretty sure that's what they're saying.
Yeah. Maybe.
Oh God. All right.
Oh my goodness.
Joy of living.
Wait, Zim is saying that he bugs Be the Little Mermaid all the time. Really? Well, hi, people. I like you then. I won't bother you. Zim bothers you enough for everybody.
Watch Captain. I have too many armies. I've got Death Guard. I've got orcs. I have Nurgle demons. I mostly just have a problem, I think is what I have. I have a problem.
Oh my God. So I made these two emotes with OMG.
Oh, the
and now people are
cookies.
just spelling other words with them.
Mog,
That's not
goo,
what they're intended for. Oh my God.
gom. Let's see here. Ogum.
Why?
I guess you could repeat some, and yeah, you could just say moo, like a cow, like moo. Moog. Let's see here.
Goodness.
How else can we derail Jenny's OMG? Ooh is very on brand. GMO. Jenny, are you a genetically modified organism? You went quiet. Jenny, I can't hear you anymore. Unless my headset died. Did my headset die? No, headset's fine. Oh, she's muting. Oh, she's singing. Okay.
Sorry.
I didn't get to hear your singing.
There was a dance.
It wasn't until I looked over that I saw your dancing. Oh, for me, you're still dancing.
Oh my goodness.
Jenny's got the moves.
Thank you, Anonymous Cheer, for the 75 bits. That's very nice of you.
Yeah.
There was Moana. Moana was playing.
Jenny turned into GMO corn. Moana's got some pretty boppin' tunes. I do really like a lot of them. What was it? You're Welcome?
Oh no, that's a good one too.
Because that's the best dancing tune I can think of.
It was How Far I'll Go, but it's
that's a good one. I just like that one.
Dance.
Oh, it's a dance version of it. Okay.
Yeah, there's a dance version.
Yeah, because I was thinking of like that song, and I'm like, I don't think that's a very danceable song, but maybe there's different versions.
Go Moo.
Go Moo. But yes, yeah, you are a genetically modified organism apparently. Yeah.
Mugu. My God.
My in-laws, they have a cat named Goomy.
Really?
Yeah. He's a fluffy white potato. And they take him out for walks sometimes. But then whenever he gets home...
Don't need...
Hmm?
Oh, sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was going to say they take him for walks, and when they come back, if he's been walking on the ground, he decides that the patio is the place where he wants to pee. Don't know why.
Oh my God.
I see a lot more people taking cats out for walks now. It's kind of cute.
Really?
Yeah, I see.
I don't think we would.
I see them do it in the park pretty regularly. Different families do that.
Huh.
I mean, I could totally see, like, yeah, I mean, you take your dog out for a walk. Like, why not your cat? I'm sure.
Yeah, why not?
But at the same time, I think I'm, like, overprotective of my kitties. And I'm like, no, you stay here.
Yeah. My cat would get upset. Like, really upset.
I don't know what to do with this.
Although I think I would be fine. Like, have you seen those big backpacks you can get?
Yeah, with the dome window.
Yeah. I would do that for Ragnar.
See, I see those, and my first thought is, what if my cat goes pee in the backpack while I'm wearing it?
Oh my God, that's gross.
Yeah, and I would just be ready to, like, retire. I'm like, I'm done.
Valid concern. Yeah.
Life does not need to keep going anymore. Because cat pee
Top
is...
Gun themed stream? Oh my God.
Yeah, 'cause cat pee is just, like, the absolute worst.
It is so gross.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah. When we took Zelda to the vet, 'cause they requested that she have a full bladder, which is, like, really easy because she's a very habitual cat. In the morning, she will not use the litter until she's eaten. So because she was fasted, she never ate. So she never went to the washroom. And, we went through the whole vet appointment. Everything was cool. Everything was fine. And then we walk into the driveway, and even though they took a urine sample from her, I guess they just didn't take enough and just filled the cat carrier with pee. And I was like, no. We hadn't driven yet. So, like, I went inside. I'm like, can you help me clean up my cat? Can we not go home with a cat covered in pee? And they were very they were very kind to give us assistance. And then they put in a pee pad in the cat carrier as well. And they're like, just in case she does it again. They gave her a little blanket, and I was like, cool. Thank you guys. You know, I want to say like big thank you. That was very kind for you, but at the same time, I've just dropped like so much money here, so I
Right?
feel like a little entitled to getting this help. Because like, what is it? I have to go to the vet tomorrow, and they're like, yeah, you know, it's going to be somewhere between the estimate of like $500 to $700, and I'm like, cool. So this is going to be a cheap visit. Because I've already had to go there and like drop like $2,000 on my cat before. I'm like, I hate you guys so much. At the same time, I need you. These are my choices. Do I want a healthy cat or do I want no cat? Great.
I've been going lately, and they keep giving me a quote to have my cat and my dog have their teeth cleaned.
Yep.
But I guess they have to like put them under, and I've never had that done before. And it's like they want like almost $1,000 for it. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
crap.
Yeah, because anesthesia
Really?
is pretty intense. Because they have to like monitor them and stuff like that. I can understand, but at the same time, I'm like, look, I know that if you just hold my cat's head, that you can clean her teeth. Her brother, no,
Yeah.
but her, absolutely. But you know,
So I'm just, oh my god, like I don't know.
I
But then we took the dog, got a new groomer for the dog,
Oh.
and she was able to clean his teeth like with no problem. So I'm like, okay, well that's good.
yeah, because I was gonna say like with my cat Zelda, I would not even try it with Ganon, but with Zelda, like I can just hold her still and like I have a set of dental cleaning tools, and like I can clean her teeth like myself.
Yeah.
Because she is the world's most compliant cat. Like, just she's like, okay, we're doing this, got it.
Aww.
Yeah, she's a real sweetie. And then she cries at me very loudly. Not for the teeth cleaning. She cries at me very loudly for food and hugs. Those are the only times that she peeps up about anything.
Oh my gosh, I take my cat to the groomer, but it's all the way over. It's like 30 minutes away. There's not like a lot of cat groomers around.
Cat
The
grooming can be
entire time
intense.
Ragnar,
Cat grooming can totally
the
be very
entire time
intense.
Ragnar is just crying the entire time, just meowing.
Yep.
Meow, meow,
Yep.
meow.
Like that, right? I know what it sounds like. It's not even just like a meow. It's like, oh, kill me now. It's like, you're fine. Like, really, you're okay. I'm gonna die. Cats are very melodramatic. You can see the girder get stuck with his what?
Sally put a clip of me spilling something, and it was the paint getting stuck on a piece of the terrain, the girder.
Okay.
I love video evidence of every time I fuck up.
I mean, it happens. I get it. You know, I think I want to like start with like a darker red than that. So far, I'm hating my paint job, but you know, that's just how she goes sometimes.
It.
No, it's poop right now. It's poop so far. Nothing but the poo-poo. Eh.
So I'm painting this boat. Well, it's a tank, but it's pink and purple, and I know I'm not happy with what's happening, so I'm actually just like, okay, well, this is the first draft.
Yeah. Like, sometimes you just got to do that, right? Like, it's so often I will be painting something. I'm like, I hate this, and I'll just like keep progressing, going along, and I'm like, okay, like I'm not as upset anymore. Or like eventually, I'm like, okay, you know, I kind of like this. No, I'm starting too bright. This is still too bright of a red.
Yeah.
Yeah. I need like a dark
I like
red.
that other.
I need like something like this, I think. Just like very like, that's like way too close. And that's too far. Get out of here. Something like that. That's I think what I want to start off with. It's a pretty dark red. Red is a pain in the butt if you don't start dark enough.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you do what I do, which is like, because I'll avoid washes a lot of the time, and only use them if I think that it's necessary, or like if it will really speed things along. Because like a lot of the time, if you start like with a middle tone red, and you build your way up, you end up highlighting with like pink. It can look really really weird, or like it'll be like a too orangey red. So I'm just starting off with like the darkest red that I think I have. So what's the occasion with
having a hard time.
Oh, sorry. Go on.
I was having a hard time. I like to paint a color, then dry brush it, and I was having a hard time finding a dry brush color I liked over red.
Yeah, right. It's I think like the things that I've been the happiest with in terms of like when doing that is like I'll get like a red that is so dark it's almost brown, and I'll start off with that, and then I'll go with like a more brighter red for the dry brush or the highlight.
Yeah, that's a really good idea.
What you could also do is you could use like a purple wash.
Say that again.
A purple wash. You could use a purple wash to try and deepen it. And it'll
That's
look
a really good idea.
kind of shadowy and stuff. Yeah. That was a trick that I can't remember. Somebody recommended it. I think it was like on Twitter, like ages and ages ago, when I still used Twitter regularly. I used to use it all the time, and then I'm just like, man, everyone's so upset. And like, I think a lot of your things they're upset about are valid, but I also think that I don't have the emotional capacity to like keep up with all of this.
Yeah. My social media is like it's pretty good because it's only like minis.
Yeah.
And clothes.
That's the way to do
and,
it.
Like crochet. That's it.
Crochet? You crochet?
Yeah, crochet. Yes, I do crochet.
Oh.
I've been for the swag packs I sent out from my 24-hour stream, I delayed them so that I could crochet everybody a scarf.
That's cute.
There's a whole contingent of people now that have like a very similar scarf.
It's like the Scarf Club.
Yeah.
Secret Scarf Society.
Shinjo, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. It was really nice of you. I'm Jenny. I've worn the scarf every day this week. Have you really, Zim? Oh my god.
Got your scarf fans out. Yeah, I think Secret Scarf Society sounds cool. Sounds like a fun thing.
Oh, Warlock's Quill, thank you so much for the follow. That's really sweet of you. Thank you. Well, I'm out of rum chata and Monster Energy drink. Oh no, I've got a little bit of Monster left. Cheers.
Oh, you're drinking Monster?
Yeah, I've had a rough week. I've had a rough couple of weeks. I've just been so tired. It must be just like
I think that's super valid.
Switch to cold weather.
Yeah, and when it gets dark out earlier and stuff. So when yesterday you're like you're canceling, I'm like, that makes total valid. Got to take care of yourself. what am I gonna say? No. No. It's like, yeah,
so tired.
It's valid. I
was so bad though because I came home from work on Tuesday.
Yeah.
And then I got stuff. I didn't even get stuff ready. Normally I do a big a snacks and stuff for my husband's RPG group on Tuesday nights. I didn't do anything. Yeah. I just came home and just laid in bed. And then Wednesday I was like, oh, I'll totally be ready to stream. And I was like, God, I'm just so tired. I can't. I just can't. So I canceled. So then today, I was trying to pep myself up.
Aw. Well, I'm glad that you're here.
A little nap.
It's nice to have you. I mean, it's valid though. If you talk to anyone who actually like pays attention to my streams or like tries like attending them regularly, the hit and miss ratio of like how often Mello skips a stream versus how often Mello streams, it's not great. And like a lot of the time I'll just be like, I'm dead inside, and people can just figure out that I'm not streaming today. I used to try and like do a message all the time or like make it an update, and I don't know, sometimes I just don't have the energy. Sometimes I'm just quite literally just a dead potato. I don't know what a living potato and a dead potato looks like differently, but I'm the dead one. Captain Gingerbeard.
I do feel...
What the heck is a Beaver Buzz? Beaver Buzz is a great Canadian energy drink. They're delicious. They come in...
Oh, really?
Yeah. So they come in the flavors Saskatoon berry, root beer, pineapple, and then there's Beaver Buzz Black, which just tastes like a monster. Or actually, I would say it probably more accurately tastes like a Rockstar before Rockstar tasted like crap. And Canadian Punch. I never touch anything that's punch flavor. I think punch is like one of the worst things to have ever turned into a beverage. It just tastes like you know those like fruit punch like powder mixes? Like everything that says punch flavor, none of it tastes like this delicious combination of fruit. It just tastes like gross like summer camp punch juice. You know exactly the flavor I'm describing.
Yes, yeah. For some reason, like I didn't even go to church that much. Like not really, but I would go with friends to like their church camp.
Yeah.
Like their what would they call it? Like Bible study or something? Or
okay, yeah.
It was in the summer, and you would go for like a week, and that's all they would have like generic sandwich cookies, and then like Hawaiian punch or something like.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not good. Yeah.
Well, like I imagine actual proper Hawaiian punch tastes delicious, but I know deep down I have yet to ever taste it. And I feel like it's just like buzzwords that like people use in marketing. Like people will love this. I'm like, I would love something that doesn't taste like sugar and sand, please. Sassy Mello has come out to paint today, and they have some opinions.
Oh my god. Cephalopod Studios, yes, I have a ton of stuff, and I need to do some social media pictures and put all my goodies up on social media, but I've been very tired. But this is my favorite thing ever that you sent for me. Cephalopod sent me this little
oh yeah, I want to see.
Not a squig. It's not a squig. It's an
no.
octopus.
Yeah, not a squig. We can't use the trademark words. I'm definitely not painting a squig right now.
Squid.
Oh, squid.
I think maybe squid is what I was going for. But he totally painted this for me, and it's perfect.
Oh, it's a.
So I have.
Oh, that looks like a what are they called? Is it elephant cephalopod? They're tiny little things. I love cephalopods.
Adorable, yeah. So it's gonna sit. I have a little shelf that Matt put over here for me with all of just my favorite stuff.
Because what the heck is Canadian Punch?
I think I'm gonna put it right there.
I will say they're the only ones I know that do. Just talking about Beaver Buzz, they're the only ones I know that do a energy drink root beer.
An energy drink beer.
No, root beer.
Oh, root beer. Oh.
Like a sarsaparilla. Yeah.
Sarsaparilla.
Isn't there an R in sarsaparilla? Isn't it sarsaparilla or is it sarsaparilla? I don't know.
I know here it's just called sarsaparilla, but I just may say it the way
I mean, sarsaparilla is how I always like said it, and then I thought I saw an R, but also like I'm just dumb as heck, so like I may have made that up and in my head because I misread something.
I know.
I thought
Yeah, these are new shelves.
sarsaparilla was a cartoon thing. Yeah, no, sarsaparilla is real. It is actually the beverage that existed before root beer because it was made with sarsaparilla roots.
No, there is an R. Ha!
Yeah, but I think a lot of people don't pronounce it.
No.
I don't know if it's supposed to be silent. Maybe it's supposed to be silent. Again, I'm just a real dumbo. I do not know. Let's see here.
That's where I sit, right there. These are my computers.
Oh, are we getting a detour of the office?
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. This is where my pictures are. Look. Oh my god, this is bad. Look, there's just a bunch of junk on the floor.
Okay, see, this is exactly why I don't let anyone see anything except for Ganon. Ganon is the only thing anyone's allowed to see outside of the stream.
So there's just like boxes of minis over here. Boxes of mail I haven't gone through yet. And then, like, I don't know. There's so much stuff.
So, okay.
This is ridiculous too.
Since Jenny is sharing, I will share Ganon. Cute little Ganon.
This is the not very organized paint area of the closet.
Yeah, just got Ganon.
And the board games.
Hey,
Oh my
buddy.
god, wait, let me say! Kitty! Wait, you have tattoos!
Yeah, I got tattoos on both my arms.
Aw, kitty.
Yeah, he's just sleeping.
Is that a giant Nurgle? Oh my god.
Oh, yeah. So actually, Craft and Canvas printed this off for me. So I had offered to paint something for Craft, and so she sent me this bust, and I was wanting to paint it today, but I realized, like, as you kind of saw, like, my office is like
Oh my god.
pitch black, right? It's really dark in here. So I have like this huge light behind me, but I've noticed when I paint using exclusively the huge lights that the lighting I'm using right now is actually in some ways brighter than regular daylight. So I'll have something and it'll look really good in this lighting, and then I go out and it's just so dark. And I'm like, well, no one can see anything. And I'm just like, ah. So when she comes online, whenever that might be, I'm gonna say that ask her if she's cool if I paint the thing that she printed for me, because I did want to hold off on painting it for a co-stream with her. So instead, right now, she's not here, so I'm going to be working on some orky stuff alongside with you.
Craft and Canvas is right there.
Craft and Canvas is here, listening to the excuses. That's valid, right, Craft? I mean, I acknowledge and I accept. You can say whatever you want, and I'll just nod my head. Listening to the excuses.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, put me in my place. It's where I belong.
Oh my goodness.
So funny.
It is a mess in here. I feel like my whole life's a mess.
Oh,
I'm tired.
Valid. You were mentioning.
And then we have Christmas.
Oh God, we don't have any decorations up because no one's coming into our house. So that's where we're standing. When I had people when we were playing D&D with or our Aliens RPG with friends, we actually went down to the commodities room and hosted there.
The commodities, is that like a
shared common space?
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Which is a nice little option to have.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to use this one because this one might not work well. So I guess I'll just start with like black, which you're not really recommended to do, but I just don't care right now. Sometimes I just gotta lower my expectations and say I don't care.
That's like me all the time with painting.
Well, just like, we could do this way. Like, for example, I have all these dinosaur people in the background. Like, I was painting some of them yesterday, and I was like, I could try painting them real good, or I could just like throw ink on them, inks and contrasts, and be like, work on the other bits on the side, and like, because I just want them to like be done and look kind of cool. They're not done, but like, like this looks nice. I really like that.
Yeah,
like the shell.
Really good. Oh, I like that. Yeah, that shell looks amazing.
And Valley was there, and he's like, "Yes, lower the bar, lower the expectations." I'm like, "Yeah, man, that's where I'm at with this." This is true. Like, I'm wanting to game. Not everything has to be like done to the nines. And if I'm wanting to practice, awesome. Yeah, I should probably try that. But sometimes I just want to have fun and paint and, throw it on a table and be like, look at my friend. It's a dinosaur friend. Yeah.
I think I find that, like, the stuff looks the best when I don't stress out about it.
Yeah, if you overplan and you can really stress yourself out. I don't know why you guys are so scared. It's just a little gurk. What? I don't.
Valley Dweller, did you have to go to the dentist today? Are you okay?
I have to go to the dentist like on Saturday.
About you. You do?
Yeah. So I don't know if you heard about like the flooding that's like going on around like my area, like massive like cities that just go underwater due to the atmospheric rivers. Yeah. So we had over 200 milliliters of water in one night, which is like a month's worth of rain in one day. So the rivers sucked that up. Anything that hit the mountains just went down into the rivers, and cities went underwater. I happen to live next to this river, but I'm also super close to the ocean where it pours out, right? So I was like, okay, cool. Well, I'm seeing some flooding level heights of the river. Not great, not ideal, not in love with it, but maybe it'll be okay. And I have been grinding my teeth at nighttime, because I just wake up and like my jaw and like my teeth are so sore. And the other day, I found that because I've got a couple bone spurs. Everyone's got a couple bone spurs. It's like that lump that's like next to your tongue or whatever, or like on the roof. It's totally normal. But mine had penetrated my gums. So I've got a little bit of exposed jawbone right now, and I'm gonna get them because I thought it was a cold sore at first, and then I kind of like inspected a little bit, and I was like, "That's hard. That doesn't feel like a cold sore or cold sore." And nope, it's jawbone. So hopefully they can just be like, yeah, sure, it's okay, it'll go away on its own, or like, oh yeah, no, we just have to like cut off a piece of gum and like just glue it on top and you're good. I'm hoping for something easy like that. I don't really want like to stress out about it. But you know what? The good thing is I have extended dental coverage, so it's not going to cost me an arm and a leg like a plumber fixing my sink or my cat taking me or having to go to the vet. Because those are real expensive things I've been dealing with. Nice. I just want it to end. Just can I have a break? I'd like a break, please. Give me a Kit Kat.
I have a Canadian Kit Kat in my pantry right now.
What makes the Kit Kat Canadian?
The chocolate's way better.
Oh, okay.
American chocolate's like sour tasting.
I will politely say that you guys have garbage for candy. It's I have had it, and every time I'm just like, it's like not super sweet. It's like, and there's no like creaminess to it.
Yeah.
Like there's
Diesel, hi.
American chocolate is hot trash.
Wait, there's some things that are okay.
They're okay. Like you guys got some like not bad like nougats, but like if you go and you get like a Cadbury chocolate from Canada, like it's so creamy. Not just the basic chocolate eggs. No, don't eat those. Those are chalk. They're I hate them.
Yeah.
But like get like a nice like
Cadbury's so good.
like a hazelnut chocolate bar. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I have Kitty snoring. I can hear snoring.
Oh.
It's so precious. It breaks my heart.
Well, we got a Tokyo treat box today, and it's all like Japanese treats. And the Kit Kat this month was a milk tea flavored Kit Kat.
So
We haven't tried it yet.
cool fact about Kit Kats in Japan. Obviously, everyone knows there's like a crazy number of flavors, which are just so awesome. But what some people might not know is that some of those flavors are exclusive to specific regions in Japan because they have to do with a cultural festival or like a popular treat that has to do specifically with that region.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. Oh my god, I still have kitty snores. I wonder if I can get the mic really
He
close
said
to it.
about. I didn't hear the about.
Oh, yeah, when I said about Japanese treats. Let's see here. I'm going to try and see if I can move the mic.
Hekatone, hi, how are you?
Oh, is this as close as I can get it?
Haven't seen one of these pigs.
Nope.
Oh, probably haven't seen one in pink and purple either. The Forge World Grotting. Halifax is my favorite place.
I've yet to be farther than Alberta as far as Canada goes. I do want to go to Newfoundland sometime.
Wait, don't people drink a lot there?
People drink a lot everywhere. I drink a lot, and I'm here in BC.
I didn't think you drank.
I totally drink, yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, no. My favorite drink as of recent, because it is cold, is Apothic red wine. But usually Apothic, APOTHIC. It's delicious. Do you guys have it too?
Yeah, we have that. Yeah, we have that.
Yeah, it's a California blend usually. Right now, I finished a bottle with my friends during our Aliens game, and then right now I have, I don't know, the one that has like the flame on it. I think it's like Apothic Velvet or something like that. Delicious stuff.
Are you guys getting a bunch of different flavors of it now? Because it used to just be like one.
Yeah, it used to just be red, and then they had the flamey one, and then there was dark, and now they have Apothic Merlot, which I'm interested to try the Merlot.
Nice.
But yeah, no, the other. There's a few things. I like Belgian wits, and I like certain porters. Like chocolate porters are just so good.
Oh, I'm not a fan of porters or chocolate.
Oh,
I like
you like the IPAs and sours,
like
right?
Yeah, and the juicy IPAs. Yeah,
Blech.
and the sour. I like fruit stuff though. I'd rather have fruit.
I mean, you might like Belgian wits, but maybe they might be a little too sweet.
I think Matt gets those sometimes.
Yeah, so like Shock Tops are like Belgian wits.
Oh yeah, I like Shock Tops.
Yeah. So those are the kind of beers I really like. I like Shock Tops is a good one. Kronenberg Blanc is a really good one, or Kronenberg Red, which is another really good one. Sours are just too sour for me. My face puckers up.
Like one. I like when Matt gets them when we're out, and I'll just take a couple of sips of his, and that's enough.
The marriage tax. Give me a sip.
Yeah.
I know it
My
well.
favorite thing is go somewhere and get like the little like the tasting flight of beers, and then you just
Yeah,
have
and you get a
a
bunch of
little
teeny
bit, you
tiny
know?
ones.
Yeah, I love that. I will take a tasting flight of anything anywhere. I just love having a bunch of different tiny things to try. I love it.
What is going on? My phone is like, beep, 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 beep. Stop it! Oh my gosh. Okay, there we go. No
Ray
more
Mouser, hi.
thingies. All right. Yeah, no.
Oh
I,
my god! Thanks for the anonymous gift sub. Cheers! Thank you guys. That was
yay,
really
gift
nice.
subs. And just
My favorite. Oh my god! Scott Roscoe sent me a huge box of Canadian goodies to the house. That's how I got the
oh,
Kit Kats. And oh my god, a
ah.
coffee crisp.
Oh,
Coffee
and
crisp
Kinder
is the best thing
surprises,
ever.
right?
Oh, coffee crisp is so good. And then what was the other thing? He sent maple cookies and maple fudge and a bunch of salty things. I like the hickory sticks. But then, oh, so this huge box of stuff. He puts in a Canadian Radler. He sent booze through the mail. That's not allowed.
Ooh, yeah.
He didn't even declare on the. He committed international mail fraud.
Committing felonies. Yep.
Mail frauder. It was a good Radler though.
Yeah. No, our alcohol is very strictly regulated through our provincial governments.
Really?
But yeah. So like anyone who wants to open up a liquor store, besides having a license, they also have to get their alcohol through the BC government for us here. So like when I
That's
had,
so weird.
well, I mean they get taxes on it, right? So that's like part of how a lot of our provinces get their funding. Through booze. I mean, it makes sense in the sense that, like, alcohol in moderation, totally okay. Too much alcohol, pretty damaging in a lot of ways. But yeah, no, that's one of the things that our provinces does. I don't know. I mean, like you can there's still other non-provincial liquor stores. They just get their supply through the provinces. Yeah. Is it okay if I plug the charity that I'm doing again?
Yes.
Cool. So just to let everyone know who didn't join in earlier, I am doing a charity for One Tree Planted. So they are a reforestation organization, a nonprofit. $1 will get a tree planted, and you can, if you make the donation through their website directly, you can specify where you would like the tree to be planted. So like you can go down to from country to province to even regions for some areas. If you go over to my stream and you enter the command !charity, you will get a link to the Tiltify, or thank you, Jenny, or you can get the donation through their website. And yeah, right now I am, for people who raid my stream, for every raider I'm going to be donating 50 cents. So the bigger the raid, the bigger the donation. And my work is actually matching charities that I make that have my name on the receipt. So if you make a donation, it helps. It helps. So yeah. I always feel like awkward like plugging charities. It's weird. It's weird. It's weird in the sense that like I feel like I'm asking for money. Like you get what I mean? Like, did you ever feel like that when you were, because you do a lot of charities?
Yeah, no, I just talk about cats and dogs, and then it's like, well, you have to donate to cats and dogs, right?
Or like zoos and the likes. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's important. Who doesn't like parks, right? Like You don't get parks without trees. You don't get deer without trees. You don't get animals. Oh, Valley Dweller, thanks for the donation of $5 there. That is a $5 donation. And you know what? For the smaller donations, I don't mind matching that. So give me a second, and I'll go make a donation to match it. So your $5 became $10, which will become $20. Or $15? Yeah, because I'm going to do 10, and my work will match what I do. There we go. Oh, actually, no. Valley Dweller did a $5 tip. Okay, so here we go. So Valley Dweller is doing a tip and not a donation. I will do a donation of $10, which will be $20. There we go. That's how that works. What was the trick you told for better bone color? So I like to do old-looking bones. Oh, there we go. Yay! Joy and Matt. Whoa, trees! Thank you, Jenny. Thank you for your charitable donation.
It's from Matt too.
And Matt. Oh, and it's going again. Oh, and Captain Gingerbeard, thank you for your donation and charity for planting trees. I like trees.
Jenny had one at me. I had already started donating as soon as I got the link. It took me a while to get my information in, you dork. You're copying me.
There we go. Charity.
Yay.
Charity matching. It's so hard for me. Like every time I'm like doing this, I have to type and think at the same time, and then like I have to like while I'm talking not read out my credit card number, and I'm always scared that one day I'm going to do it. Like
oh my God.
it horrifies me.
Life has been so much better. Now my computer and my phone just like store my credit card, so I just have to remember the 3 numbers on the back, and I actually buy probably a lot more stuff that way.
Dangerous. And what if you lose it though?
Pick it up.
What if you lose it?
What?
Your card. You said you have it on your phone. What if you lose your phone?
They won't know my IN numbers. It's fine. I mean, I still carry my credit card.
Yeah. These days I work in internet security, and so like it makes you so paranoid. Like I cannot express. I cannot
see you working in internet security at all.
Yeah,
like...
I'm a supervisor.
What?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm a supervisor.
Oh my God. Have you seen the IT crowd?
I love the IT crowd. It is so accurate.
Oh my God, are you Jen? Like, do you know how the internet works, or are you like Jen, who just kind of like is in charge of these IT people?
Yeah, I'm more like Jen. I'm in charge, and I sort of know what I'm doing. I have like imposter syndrome, like it's nobody's business. I'm just like, one day they're gonna find out I don't know anything, and I'm gonna get fired that day. So like I was
just recently watched that again. It's so funny.
Oh, it's such a good show. It's such a good show. Like straight from the first episode, it's just like I understand what the show is going to be about, and I'm here for it. No, I was having a meeting with like my boss, and because like we were given a budget for like education stuff, so like we can like take courses and like redeem it, and like work will pay for it. And I was like, I do not want to go up the ladder in the sense of like doing more complicated tasks. And I was like, I would like to do a leadership role where I coordinate people and not tickets and customers. And I was like, what? I just plainly asked him, like, what should I do or take to do your job? I would like your job. Because like
I love it.
Just, plain and simple. And he's like, okay, yeah. And I was like, I know I'm supposed to like talk with like my manager about like where do you see yourself going in the company? Because they want you to stay in the company. And I was like, I don't want to deal with customers. Like the next time I talk to a person who just says the wrong thing, I feel like I'm about to scream. Like Craft and canvas. Gotta feed the kitty. Be back in 10:15. Totally okay, Craft. That is totally okay. I don't know what to do. Ba, ba, ba.
That's hilarious.
Ooh. Food
Well,
order?
I got a promotion the same time that Hell's Vixen got one, which was right around April.
Ooh. I like promotions.
So it's funny to hear her talk about her promotion because we both kind of moved into more of like a supervisor role.
Yeah.
But
Go.
yeah, so I'm working directly under one of the site managers. So I guess like yeah. So I'm working under, but she's only like 10 years older than me. But I told her, I was like, hey, we need to go to like a convention. And she's like, okay, cool. And then we were in the room the other day, and she's like, okay, so we're going to a symposium that she's putting on.
Yeah.
And I have to give a presentation. And then she like looked at me, she's like, we can bring people in for education purposes. What do you want to learn about? And I was like, oh my God, I don't even know. I was like, okay. So I told her, I was like, I need to learn how to talk to boomers because I talk to them.
Yep, go on.
Because everybody like 10 years older than me or more like won't adopt any of the new stuff. Like,
oh God, yeah.
They won't use the websites that we get, and they won't use the new like the cool gadget. Like they just refuse. And I'm like, I really need a course that will help motivate these old people.
That's so funny. That is so funny.
Wrote it down, and then this other guy, he's like 5 years younger than me, and he's like a supervisor too. He's like, oh yeah, I totally know what you're talking about.
That's so funny. Well, because like, okay, so I have no education in networking. I do not know how to like not networking in like social, like in the actual like internet tech stuff. Like I have no like I said, my education, video game design. I work in IT. It's quite the leap, and I look back at it and I just go, how the F did I do this? I don't understand. So like my imposter syndrome real high, real high. But you know, I will be working sometimes with customers who are like senior network engineer, and like I'll see them like be like, we have this set up and blah 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 blah, and like they'll be using very outdated like IT tactics, like block everything. And I'm just like, so if you block all of it, how do you expect our product to work? Like we're a cloud-based, you know, for anyone who understands any of the mumbo jumbo I'm talking about, like we're cloud-based security. Like you have to be able to send stuff to our servers, but if you're blocking every single port, and like how do you expect to do this? Oh, you haven't read the documentation. Oh, okay. Start with reading the documentation. And they'll be like, well, what about this? I'm like, well, it's in the document. Have you read the document yet? And they're like, well, no. I'm like, okay, go to read the third paragraph of the document. It's in the first sentence. Like there will be customers where I've lost my patience with, and I just start like the snark just starts laying out. I had a customer call about an email that they received, and they wanted to know if they were like impacted by it. And I literally word for word, I'm like, I want you to read the second paragraph of the email, please. Like, read it out loud to me.
No. Oh my God.
And like they would start reading a couple words, and then they would stop, and they'd be like, okay, but I'm like, no, keep going, just keep going. And you know, then they read the thing, and I'm like, cool. So, and then I just repeat it, and then I'm like, so no. Do you think that applies to you? And they're like, no. And I'm like, you're right. It does not apply to you. You're okay. Because they took up a half hour of my time for something that they were sent the answer to. And I was like, I am not your friend today.
Oh my God, that's hilarious! Wow.
It's not a leap. How business works. Oh, so you work in computers? Captain Gingerbeard, I got my first IT job by telling them that I am a fast learner and that I built my own computer. That is how I got my first IT job. And after that, I just said, yeah, I worked at this company for X amount of time. And they're like, cool. And so the imposter syndrome is so strong. I guess I should start like actually working on the orc.
It's fine. You shouldn't be. I think everybody feels that.
I that's the thing. I have to keep reminding myself that everyone thinks they're underqualified for their job.
No, yeah. And I think I'm a big proponent of if you don't need to know all the answers as long as you know where to find the answers.
Yes. And you know when to ask for help.
Yeah.
Like, for me, it is more important that you know, like, to look up a couple things, but like if you haven't figured out, like, you know, depending on what your work is, like maybe it's a half hour, maybe it's like 3 hours. Like if you've gone that long and you're still like it becomes a point where it's either paranoia that you're going to be judged or pride. But one of those two things is like holding you back from just solving the thing and doing what your task is.
Yeah.
There was my first IT job, an old guy who spent like a week, 2 weeks. He had like 17 years of experience or something, and he was working on this one task. And I was like, bud, like, why haven't you asked for help yet? Like, you should have asked for help a long time ago. Like, you're way past like the acceptable resolution time for this. And I think because like the guy was like 50 years older than me, that he didn't want to ask help from me. And I was like, whatever, like it's not my problem. Yeah. Jenny, I don't know what color to do the shoulder pads. What do you think?
Ooh, I don't know. They're so cool.
They're very cool looking. I am not doing pink Warlock Squill. that is Jenny's brand of orc.
I don't. So you have like red. This middle part is red.
Yeah. Because to me that kind of looks like a squig head. It looks like he's got like a.
Yeah.
Maybe it's his old pet. I don't know. Orcs are weird. Dark, but you know, maybe that's how he keeps the memory of his favorite pet squig. I'm not going to judge. Some people commemorate their pets by keeping their skeletons or their furs.
On their body.
On their bodies in this case. Oh, God. I'm trying to be open-minded. You're making it hard. Not for me. Not my way. But maybe that's this guy's way. I don't know. Like, I feel like he should have like black leather for like the he's got like this weird like half vest, and I think that could be maybe cool. And then I don't know, am I just gonna do red and white? I don't know. I don't want to be boring. I'm so scared to start painting this guy's skin. I'm so scared. Maybe I should just like start. I'm just gonna start. I'm gonna just start, and if it turns into a disaster, you know, I'm sure I could cry on camera. I've cried on camera before, for different reasons, but you know, maybe that'll be today. Maybe that's how today's gonna go. No, I'm not gonna cry during a co-stream with Jenny. Let's see. Oh
God.
Oh my God! Indeed. Orange polka dots. Tartan. Warlock, do you hate me?
Warlock.
Wouldn't be the first time. Boyfriend says checker pattern. Checker pattern might... that was actually one that did go in my head. Like, maybe doing, like, the black and white checker pattern. It would be tough at this angle. But I could also just say, who cares? Here, give me 2 seconds. I'm going to grab something because I can feel my hands are starting to get like the little quivers. So I'm just gonna grab some food, some FUD.
Okay.
All right.
Oh my goodness, you guys. So I can't believe that Christmas is so close. Now on Monday we're gonna have the Speed Paint Guild. So Monday we have the Speed Paint Guild. Um, and we're gonna be painting something Christmas related. So that's gonna be really cool.
And I am back. Let me make sure I can hear things. Input device, default for the Yeti microphone, output, multi-output. I wonder if Jenny knows I can't hear her. I'm back. Can't hear you though. I need to log in. Ah, heck.
We didn't actually get into any
What do you mean
brawls this
disconnected?
time
Why is my
at
headset
all.
disconnecting?
Hello? I can hear you. We didn't get a vagabond.
Oh, I see Jenny's supposed to be talking right now.
Hi.
I should be able to
can
hear.
you.
There we go. I can hear you now.
Hi.
My
Hi.
headset disconnected. Sorry. I had to go share what I wanted to order for food.
Ooh, where are you getting food from?
A place called Bubble World. They sell Taiwanese food and bubble tea.
Oh my god.
I love boba.
That sounds really good.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I've
get some.
only had, like, bobas before.
Oh, really? Oh, so good. I think we have a third visitor now. Hi, Craft.
Oh, no, 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 no.
Oh no. What's oh no?
I can't hear.
Oh, we can hear you.
Why?
Any second now, she'll be able to hear us. First it's me, and then now it's her. Maybe I should message her
Listen video.
so we can hear her. So we can hear you. Seems you can't hear us. We'll let her figure that out.
No, it's not working.
Let's see here. Technology is great when it works. I don't know if she saw my message. That's okay. But yeah, what's your dinner plan for today, Jenny?
Oh, we already had frozen pizza.
Ooh, classic.
Yeah.
What flavor?
Matt was gonna pepperoni.
Ah, nothing crazy. No deluxe. No
No.
Hawaiian.
Oh. This is like the third time we've had pizza this week. But Matt was gonna make steak burritos. But then I was using the kitchen to make Christmas candy, so he did not make that. He's gonna make burritos tomorrow.
Christmas candy. What kind of Christmas candies?
I was making these things called Buckeyes.
Oh.
They're like peanut butter balls dipped in chocolate.
That sounds so good.
Yeah.
See, I've had that before, but we never called them Buckeyes.
Yeah?
We just called them chocolate balls.
Chocolate balls, yeah. So I made some of those. The
Hi,
first
Henry.
one-
One sec.
Hello?
Hi, Jenny. Can you hear us?
Okay, now I can.
Now you can. Hi, Jenny.
Jeez.
This is our friend
Oh.
Jenny Joy, or not Jenny Joy. I'm already talking to Jenny Joy. This is our friend Craft and Canvas. There we go.
All right, so I just start streaming regularly.
Yeah, and then so you can direct people. I can send you the link. Oh god, is my command multi-stream or co-stream? Multi-stream. Let's try that first. Yeah, there we go. So I can PM you that. So you can direct people to here, and then they can watch all three of us streaming simultaneously. Obviously, they're going to want to only use the audio from one of us. Otherwise, their ears will explode. Because they'll hear all three of us 3 times at the same time, and oh my god, no one wants that.
Okay.
But how are you doing today, Craft?
I am good.
Hi, Craft.
I've been listening for a while, but I only got my stuff together now.
Yeah,
I'm so tired too, guys. Like, what is going on?
God.
I had, like, yesterday I slept like 5 hours, and I'm like, no.
Oh man, I didn't get out of bed till 2 today. I pulled a craft.
But then
Mom just gave us a.
yeah, I got just some like commissions.
Oh,
to
okay.
do. Let me
Good stuff.
Open these up.
There we go. I can see you're online
Oops,
now.
sorry. Oh.
Bye, big boss. See you later.
Bye, big boss. Oh, someone left. Did I leave?
No.
Nope, Craft left. Whoopsie daisy. I still think that a Craft and Jenny like crafting competition would be the greatest thing ever. That's okay. I was just saying that.
I like exited the browser. I was in such a mood. I was just like closing stuff, and then you guys stopped talking. I was like, that's probably me.
I thought, if it makes you feel any better, when I heard the disconnect, I was like, oh, did I leave? Even though like
Yeah.
all I'm doing is painting. I have come to the realization I'm a total airhead. That's okay. Yeah, no, I was saying one day I really want to see you and Valley do a multi-stream of like a craft
You
off.
keep cutting out for me.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
You're cutting out a bit.
Really? Aww.
Yeah, you're like, one day I want to see, and then that's it.
Maybe my headset's garbage. Give me a second. I'm gonna just like
Odie,
reset
do you
it.
want to say hi? Odie. Hi, handsome man. Okay, my new kit's gonna say hi.
I'm just gonna do this.
Uh oh, my headphone fell out. Jenny, I
Okay.
got a new cat, a
I'm trying
kitten.
to. I'm making my way over so I can see. Is it a boy or a girl?
It's a boy.
Really?
He is so sweet. Say hi.
Here.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Is that a ragdoll? What is that
He's like a
Persian?
Scottish fold munchkin, but he's like Persian, Himalayan, and what Siamese?
Yeah. He looks like he's part Siamese.
He's got them mini legs. Look at you, them your mini legs. Those aren't the size of regular legs. I love you. You wanna go down?
How long have you had him?
It's like 2.5 weeks.
Oh wow. So he's like used to things.
Yeah, so that's like why I haven't been sleeping
no.
so much. It's like I just been like so obsessed with him.
Do you have
Okay.
other cats, or is that your first cat?
I have one, but she's just not very nice. she doesn't count. OMG. Don't stunt his growth. Yeah, so I've been trying to see how to keep him small, but I think it's inhumane.
Oh my god!
Yeah, it's underfeeding him, not letting him eat enough.
Aw. I don't know.
Yeah.
He's such a fat boy. I feel like he's grown a pound.
I mean, that makes sense. Is my audio better now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, dope. That makes me happy to hear. I am glad.
All right. Got stuffs to paint. Let me get my cup of tea. I'll be back.
Sounds. Ooh, tea. What kind of tea? I'm interested to find out what kind of tea. I really like chamomile. It's so tasty.
Oh yeah, that's one of my favorites.
It's so sweet too. Like I can understand like wanting to add like a little bit of sugar, like if you've got like a bitter tea, but like chamomile is just like so perfect. Like
Yeah.
I could never. It's always funny like talking with like people from like the UK, and it's like they do like to tea what people usually do to milk or to coffee, like with milk and sugar. I'm just like, why the milk? I don't.
I like
Like-
a tiny bit of honey in my chamomile tea.
Ooh, honey would be really good. I could
Just a
totally
tiny
see
bit of
that.
honey, yeah.
Yeah, the flavors would totally complement each other too.
I can't play with you right now.
Uh, I love little pets. Pets are so good. All right.
Oh my god, I'm looking. I'm trying to see what she's doing.
Crafts?
It looks
Like,
Grogu. Oh my goodness.
All right, okay. I think I'm set. I turned the lights on. I got my tea. An hour late is about right.
I mean, I think that's on brand. Like, I knew that. I was like, okay, well, you know, I'm starting 1 hour, and Jenny's starting 1 hour, and Kraft says she'll start 1 hour after that.
Oh no,
But-
you cut out.
Oh no, am I cutting out again?
Yeah, I wonder what it is.
What?
Is
the
it like
heck?
is it like a noise gate thing?
I'm wondering if like
What
maybe
if
I'm just
you go
talking too
loud?
quietly.
Go loud
Maybe
or
I'll just
quiet.
I'll pull the mic closer to me. Maybe that'll help. Let's see what's going on here. I have a Himalayan ragdoll and Maine Coon and a tuxedo house cat. Oh, Gray Mouser, you've got.
Wait,
is that 3 separate cats, or is it like one cat that's a mix of all 3?
Ooh. I love me. Wait, what is Ragnar?
He's a ragdoll.
Oh, cute. Yeah,
What?
that's the colors of Odie.
Yeah, like his brothers and sisters had that where it's like gray in the middle and then goes out to white.
Oh.
Or they can have like what he has, which is like the Batman mask.
A Batman mask. I like that.
I
That's
figured
really
out
cute.
how to make emotes, so I made him into an emote.
Oh.
Yeah, I think you could probably figure out how to make emotes yourself after like streaming
Oh
for
my gosh.
like a year and a half.
It's like so hard.
Don't.
I-
No. You're gonna make me feel bad.
Oh, I took the face and then I used a background eraser.
Oh, nice. Yeah. And add like a transparency layer. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you just save them, and then I was like, oh my god, how do I get them to save in like 112 and then like the 56 and 28? It's totally just bring up the picture on a photo, like the photo app on your computer, and you can like resize it. I was making way more of it than what it was.
Yeah, for like things that are just like a photo, yeah, it's
Yeah,
pretty
like
easy.
a photo. Like I definitely can't do what Peachy Prem does and like draw things.
Peachy is so good. Like, I love the little emotes that she did of Ganon and Zelda. Like, we have them as fridge magnets.
Oops, let me turn that off. Yeah, you're cutting out again.
No, why?
I have no idea why. Because you're like, it's like nothing changes.
I'm not even like okay. How is this? Am I quieter? Am I louder?
Now I can't hear you.
No.
Can't hear me at all.
You said we heard you. How is this? Am I quieter? And then it died.
I'm gonna exit the call and re-enter.
It was getting worse.
Okay,
How do oh, how
I've
do I-
exited the call and rejoined it. Let me know if that makes any difference.
Okay.
So hopefully it's better.
Okay, voice. Oh wait. Oh, Emma. No, I'm in a co-stream, so I just forgot to put their volume on.
Oh yeah, I guess no one could hear us on your side.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh wait, they still can't hear.
Kraft is just talking to herself.
Hold on.
Are you?
Is this better?
You're on PC, right?
Yay!
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, okay, now it's working. Yeah, so I was like, because I listen to copyrighted music, so I have that voice meter banana set up, and it's just like, so my browser's one thing, and then
Oh
OBS
yeah.
is another thing, so I had to try to turn that all off. Okay, so you can hear them.
Yay!
Hello.
Hopefully you guys can hear me.
Hi, Odie. Emma, how's Luca? So, like, it's like kitten season. So I got a kitten, Emma got a kitten, and 2 of my friends got a kitten.
Oh my goodness.
How are your allergies with Odie right now?
They're bad. I'm allergic to him,
Oh, that's
so just
so sad.
my allergy pills. Yeah, it's not.
I was gonna say that you sound better today, but like you could also just be on antihistamines.
I took a. I'm due for another allergy pill, but yay! Maybe I'm getting used to it. Emma, that's so cute.
Have you
Is he wearing AirPods?
have you considered like immunotherapy? Like I know you can get like a shot.
Yeah, I did, but it took too much of my time.